So, what did you get from the film Missing?
Yeah, so from the commercial or the trailer, I did not think I was gonna like this at all. I was like, if they're really gonna take this movie and film it from an iPhone for 2 hours, I'm mad about it. I don't want to see that. But when I started watching it, I was like, this is very creative. The angle work, the storyline, twists and turns. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was.
Yeah, I agree. I actually did not see any trailers or anything. I've just kind of been out of the loop for a while. But um, you mentioned this, and I just, started watching it, and I really did enjoy this. I mean, it's a thriller all the way through, and how they film it, like you said, is very interesting. I mean, you see most of the movie through Mac
Mm-hmm.
computer.
FaceTime camera.
Yep, FaceTime camera. Also makes you think, can you really use the technology like that?
I kid you not. I was trying to do the live camera around the world thing. I couldn't figure it out, but I'm going to figure it out.
So it's actually there.
There are websites, but none of the links I clicked are working. But apparently, you can just kind of look up live cameras in random places.
What about the Google search thing?
I forget how she used it.
So she logged into somebody's account and then I guess looked up locations, maybe.
Oh yeah. That definitely. I know. You can look at location history if certain settings are checked. But they were kind of playing fast and loose with some technology rules that I kind of noticed. Like, okay, the Google location thing only worked if they would have had an Android. Because if you have an iPhone, you wouldn't be sharing your live location with Google. I think by default. So I think they were having it both ways there. Because they had iPhones where they had iMessage, where the read and delivered and not read kind of mattered to the story in this one. The same thing with the FaceTime camera and things like that. If they use Find My iPhone, they could have done some things differently. But I guess for the story, at some points it was easier to use WhatsApp or Google than it was to use Apple services. And it wasn't strictly like an Apple commercial, which at one point it did feel like. It felt like a really long Apple commercial. Sitting there looking at that Mac screen for so long. I learned some stuff. I was like, I didn't know I could do that on my computer. Look at that. The sticky note speech. I was like, oh. Wow.
You have a Mac computer?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I remember you do. You did show me that. Never mind.
Right. Yeah, I sold the iPad.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All those sticky notes. I mean, now you can't do that with the phone, right?
I not the way I think that she did it, but you could use your note app.
Yeah. I use that all the time. The Notes app. But I don't have a Mac computer.
Yeah, I like it. Honestly, the main benefit I think is just being connected to your phone. So seeing text messages and emails comes a little quicker and things like that.
Yeah, I see people in class all the time sitting there typing, but they're actually just sending a message. And not
just text it.
Yeah. I see that all the time. But yeah, I mean, this one was pretty interesting. It had me on the edge of my seat all the way through. I mean, some things are convenient, but it's a really interesting take. Kind of reminds me of like I think it's called The Call or something with Holly Berry.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so, similar.
Yeah, pretty similar.
It's like The Call. It also reminded me of that movie with what's her name, Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, Kimmy. Oh yeah, that's another
Kimmy.
one.
Right, it reminded me of Kimmy.
This is a better version of that.
From the phone or from the computer.
I think this is a better version of that.
I agree. Kimmy wasn't great.
Thanks for watching. And if you would like to be featured on our podcast, make sure to click the link in the description.